Excited about Tuesday night's game. North Carolina Central. Coach Moden has done an unbelievable job with the program. Obviously, they've been to the NCAA tournament a bunch of times. They have an extremely old team. They have all third, fourth, and fifth year players, and they're very, very well coached. So it's going to be a big challenge for us. We've had a great week of practice since Murray stayed, and obviously losing Aaron Cook for the next month or so. Guys have really stepped up in practice. There's been great energy, and Siku's getting more reps, and Carrington's getting more reps. So it's going to be by committee in terms of making up for AC. Everyone's got to pitch in, and we'll be ready to go tomorrow night.
Will Lance be filling in the starting role for Aaron?
We haven't decided on the starters yet for tomorrow night, but Lance is obviously going to have a big opportunity here with AC out for the next month or so.
Does he have to be a ball handler for more of the time that he's spent out there, or can he kind of share that too with your guys?
For Lance? Yeah, Lance is comfortable handling the ball. He's played some backup point for us throughout the season a little bit this year, and it's going to be by committee. I think Eric's going to play more, Trent, Marcus, Lance obviously, so everyone's going to have to pitch in with the ball handling responsibilities.
What do you work on the most in practice?
Just our defensive identity, our defensive shell, and then also offensively our execution in terms of the timing and making sure the ball moves properly.
How'd Siku's body respond to his first game action?
It was good. He's practiced every single day. He's shot on his own extra. So it seems like physically, conditioning wise, he still has to get in game shape probably, but he didn't have anything negative come out of the game against Murray, and he's had a good week of practice.
How does Carrington look?
Carrington's looking good too. He's getting better and better. For him, the biggest thing is just as many reps as he can get in practice. With him missing, all of last year, I think just having the timing down and getting more comfortable in practice, and he's one of our hardest workers, so he's going to continue to work hard.
Could you have used him at Murray, and do you think you'll use him Tuesday night?
I think Tuesday night we'll see. Murray, he was available. I think it was just hard. We were playing really well, and then to throw him in there maybe midway through the second half or something like that, with him not having any reps in the first half, I think that would have been a hard spot for him to have success in. So I think he'll have an opportunity Tuesday night.
For you and the guys, everything kind of new, trying to get meshed. Where would you rate things for you? Is it are they starting to kind of flow the way you want, or where is it? I know you talked about the big injury, but for you being first year and all, kind of where do you see things?
Well, I think we're getting better every single day. Our goal is to be playing our best basketball in February and March, and that's still our goal. It's a lot of new guys, a lot of guys that don't have Division I experience right now that are playing meaningful minutes for us, and the more practices we can get with them, and then the more games we play together as a group, as a unit, I think the better we'll be, especially come Valley time. And with AC out now, it presents a little bit bigger challenge for us, but also gives us a opportunity for some of those other guys and for our team to get better when AC does come back, that we'll be a deeper team.
How do you see them responding in practice? We see the games, but in practice, how do you see them respond? Like you said, there's a lot of guys without their team.
Yeah, they've been great. They've showed up every single day. They've been ready to work. They've had great attitudes. The locker room's been really good off the court, hanging out with each other. The group, in terms of their coachability and their effort, has been great.
Normally between games, you have like 3 or 4 days to game plan and get things in, but with the whole week, what did you focus on? Was it a lot of introspective stuff or still game planning a bunch?
Yeah, the first couple of days were about ourselves, about getting our team better, working on things offensively and defensively, like I said, and then these last couple of days were about NC Central, the game plan, the scout, putting that into practice, and kind of getting our guys focused on what we need to do Tuesday night to be successful.
In our offense, are we purposely running down the clock a little bit? It seems like we don't get started toward the basket until about 10 seconds, 12 seconds. Is that purposeful, or is it just, I don't know what it would be?
Yeah.
That's how I perceive it anyway.
Yeah, I think, in transition, we look to attack and try to score early if we have good shots. If we don't have a good shot, I don't want to take a 17-foot pull-up 2 with 18 on the shot clock. We can get that shot, with 3 seconds on the shot clock. So I'd rather try to find the best shot possible and not take tough twos. And we've been preaching that a lot to our guys and try to pass up good shots to get great shots. So, you know, we still got to get better at that. You know, I think, again, against Murray, we took a couple quick shots, a couple bad shots, and they got some transition threes and transition runouts.
Will we see some full court pressure from Central or any other team since Cook is out as far as ball handling?
Yeah, you know, NC Central, they've showed some three-quarter court press and some full court press, and you know, I'm sure teams might try to, you know, go after you know, Eric or Marcus or, you know, Trent, Lance, whoever gets in the game. So we've definitely been working on that a little bit here this week in practice, and we got to be ready for it, and we got to be able to play with poise.
Defensively, you've done a good job of making teams work, at least for 20, sometimes all the full 30 seconds. Just how do you make NC Central work for a good shot Tuesday?
Yeah, it's going to be, you know, like I said, they run a lot of good actions, and you know, they run a lot of different actions as well. So the scouting report is going to be very important for us, and we got to be connected on the defensive end. We really got to be playing as 5 guys on that end. We got to be, you know, the 4 guys off the ball have to be to the ball, and then we got to finish the possessions off. You know, they're a strong physical team. Blunt, they're 4-man, 6'7", 230. We got to keep them off the glass.
But they're also not real big, Brian. Is this a team you could play Marcus at 5 or Brendan at the 5 and play a little differently?
Yeah, I mean, we're going to try different things, I think. You know, obviously with Barrett and now Siku back, you know, we like those guys in the middle, and Stefan gave us good minutes last game against Murray as well. So depending on matchups, how they're playing, how we're playing, I think that'll kind of decide in terms of our rotations.
Because you've dropped them, you're kind of in a losing streak. Do you see the guys kind of pressing at all, or what do you see with the body language?
No, I don't think they're pressing. You know, I think, you know, like I said, in practice they've been great, you know, and they're playing with confidence in practice. I think in the games, you know, getting them to move from one play to the other without, you know, any hesitation. If they miss a shot, they got to sprint back on defense. If, you know, if they make a mistake on offense, they got to be able to get a stop on defense. And I think, you know, the more experience these guys get, you know, the better they'll get at that. But they got to play with, you know, complete confidence.
What do you want to see out of the league tomorrow?
You know, high energy and great focus. You know, I want to see them locked in defensively, like I said, guarding as a unit, and then the ball movement being crisp on the offensive end and taking good shots. You know, I think if we can take good shots and sprint back, and the transition defense is going to be a big factor. North Carolina Central really plays fast, so if we can keep them out of transition, I think, you know, we'll put ourselves in a position, you know, to have success Tuesday night.
They've run out 4 or 5 different starting lineups in 6 games. What challenges have there been scouting personnel-wise?
Yeah, I think they've had a couple injuries, you know, and they play 9-10 guys, and they play extremely hard. I mean, they play as a team, so it's going to be a really good game tomorrow night. You know, I think we have a good feel for their personnel right now in terms of the different lineups that they play. You know, we just got to be able to handle the pressure. You know, they really guard, they get up their lines, and then we got to be able to execute defensively and take away some of their actions that they're successful at.
Randy Miller's getting to the free throw line like 6 or 7 times a game. Why is he getting there?
I mean, he's a big-time scorer. You know, I think he averaged 15 or 16 for him last year. He's about the same this year. He's played in the NCAA tournament. You know, he can shoot the ball extremely well, so I think that sets up his drive. But he's got a great first step, and you know, he's got that on his mind every time he touches the ball for sure.
Is their NCAA tournament game, has that been part of the film that you guys have watched since they have so much back?
Yeah, we haven't shown the game, but you know, we've obviously, they've played 6 games this year. You know, so we've shown all the clips from this year's team, and you know, they play similar. Obviously, coach has been there for I think 11 years now, so you know, he's had, you know, great success there, and you know, I think the way they guard, you know, they play as a team on the defensive side, and again, they execute well with their set plays.
Going back to the point guard thing, people usually think of point guards as starting the offense, but I'm old enough to have seen Abrams and Glenn and those guys, and the guy that started their offense and brought down the ball down the court was Wayne Abrams, Corky, who was 6'7", and he started the offense because he was a great passer.
Yeah.
You know, so I think don't you guys have different guys start the offense occasionally, as far as, starting plays?
Yeah, we can, we play with 4 guards, and they're kind of interchangeable in our offense. So, like I said, I think Marcus will bring it up. I think Eric will bring it up. I think Trent will bring it up. Ronnie's going to have to handle the ball
And
some for us.
Marcus is a great passer, too.
Yeah, he's got a good feel. He's got a good feel. So it's going to be by committee. I mean, obviously AC was off to a great start for us. We're not going to replace them with one person or 2 guys. And then the leadership part of it too. We got to have more guys be vocal. And AC's been vocal in practice. He's been a coach on the floor with us. He'll be a coach in the game with us. And he's got to continue to have that, leadership role even from the bench.
Coach, it looks like your team plays the right way. To me, it's a pleasure to watch. Get a chance to talk to the football coach past 3 quarters, and he's taught me some stuff. What do I need to see to know next 2 or 3 games that you're getting better?
I think continue, to, offensively take good shots, not take quick shots, be able to execute better in the half court. And then defensively, just not have any major breakdowns. Teams are going to make some shots. Teams are going to hit some tough threes, tough twos. But how we respond in terms of, one possession to the next. I think the last couple of days, teams have had a 10-0 run, a 7-0 run against us. We got to be able to limit those runs and be able to bounce back quicker from possession to possession.
I know you were focused on tomorrow's game, but when you played, did you play St. Louis every year?
Yes. Yep.
You've got a bunch of new players. St. Louis is just about the biggest non-conference rival that you have. Is that correct? SIU usually gets up to play St. Louis University.
Yeah, I'm sure. I mean, like you said, I have not thought about St. Louis yet. Neither have our guys. I'm sure the St. Louis guys will be excited to play back in St. Louis, but North Carolina Central, like I said, is a big concern for us, and it's a huge game for us right now.
You only have 3 games the next 2 weeks. A lot of teams are playing these exempt
Yeah.
tournaments. Have you been able to take advantage of recruiting in any way with that schedule running?
Yeah, well, a couple of guys were out this weekend, and then today starts high school basketball in Illinois with all the Thanksgiving tournaments. So we'll be able to get out there this week, and then continue obviously over the next couple of weeks with the Christmas tournaments, and then Wisconsin, Michigan, all the other states start playing their tournaments as well.
What do you need to see out of Trent more? I mean, Marcus and Lance kind of had their big moments to show fans here who they are, what type of player they are, but it seems like he hasn't really blended in yet.
Yeah, well, Trent's been great in terms of, he's very solid, and you can trust him on the court. I don't think he has too many turnovers on the year, and he's played 15 or 20 minutes a game. I encourage Trent to be aggressive offensively, to be able to put the ball on the floor and attack the paint and make other people better. Obviously he's a very good shooter, and he hasn't got off to a great start shooting the ball, but he's not just a shooter, and he's got to, continue to be aggressive and be a threat when he catches the ball, and make defenses pay. If they do close out hard for him, he's got to attack closeouts. And defensively, he's got to continue to be a great team defender, and then, on the ball, take pride in guarding one-on-one.
Is he more of a passer than a shooter?
I think he's a complete player. I think he's got the ability to pass the ball, and, obviously, he's a very good shooter, but he's, like I just said, he's not just a shooter. He's got a good first step, and he can get to the basket, and he can make other people better.
Obviously, the football news yesterday was disappointing.
Yeah.
What kind of shockwaves do you think that sent throughout the rest of the department?
Yeah, it was. Obviously, I think everyone around here was disappointed. Nick's done an unbelievable job with the program, and since I've been here, I've said it before, just the way he runs his program from all facets, academics, community service, practices, games, he's set a high standard, and, it's disappointing because of how well they were playing, and, for us, I kind of told our guys, our season's still ahead of us, and we got to control what we can control, and we can control Tuesday night and how we play and our performance Tuesday night, and that's what we got to be focused on.
You expect to have everybody except Aaron?
Yeah, everyone is good to go Tuesday night.
Appreciate it, Coach.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Coach.
Appreciate it.